It is story time. My name is Sin Bagley. Today I'm going to read a story that I wrote a few years ago. It was published in the book called Smoke and Mirrors, a short story collection by me. So the name of the story is Angel Wings. For the last few days, Dave the Ghoul had been waking up during the day when the sun was high in the sky. His old grave, sunken a little in the center, with a tombstone that rose high to the sky, had not been comfortable. Normally, he would wake up when the sun disappeared from the skyline, and then he would dig out of his grave. By that time, the owls would be hooting from the tall light poles around the small city. The mice would be running around searching for food that they could store for winter. He would bounce on the mice, catching them in his mouth and crunching them with his long fang-like teeth. He would search for humans. But for the last 50 years, they were hard to catch. They hid in their concrete and steel structures. He had to crawl up some of the buildings, looking into the windows and watching the humans eat, watch a light box, and sleep. It was like having a tuna can without a can opener. The thoughts of the humans so protected made him crazy. He thought about it all night and all day when he should be asleep. He dreamed of opening those places that sheltered the humans and having the greatest feast he had had since the turn of the century. His stomach rumbled. The mice barely kept him fed. This day, he stayed on the structure instead of scurrying back to his grave. He checked the windows close to him as his toe claws and his body clung to the side of the huge structure. This day, he was in luck. The only thing that guarded the tiny window was a screen. He used his hand claws to slice open the screen, and he slipped into the apartment. In the room was a girl. A crunchy, sweet, human girl who was interested in her light box. A voice from the living room said, "I'm leaving now, Melissa." The girl was so intent on her hands moving and her light box that she didn't answer back. Dave heard the door close. Before Melissa could scream, she was down on the floor, her blood pouring around her body. Dave's face was bloodied as he ate until he wanted to burp. He would sleep well today. All that was left were shoulder bones and 2 arm bones. Angel wings. And that's why I call this Sin's Shadowland, because this is where my mind goes sometimes. Anyway, have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the story.